it's Lua. Welcome back to my bedroom floor. It's been a little bit. I've been on a little bit of a YouTube hiatus. Regardless, I hope you're doing great and I hope you're ready to talk about what I'm reading for my hot mentally ill girl summer. So guys, I am back from my brief mental breakdown, and of course I say mental breakdown in an exaggerated way, naturally. I was definitely going through it though. I needed to take a little bit to step back and reassess my booktube content and think about where I want to go from here. My content was becoming very structured, and starting a new career, it took me a little bit to realize that that's just not gonna work with my lifestyle. In case you don't know, I am a tattoo artist. A lot of my free time is spent drawing, working on designs. I need to make content and set goals that fit my new reality. And that's fine. We live and we learn. We tried something, it didn't work, but we're back and better than ever. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know yet. So my current idea is simply romanticizing the seasons. I'm doing a little bit of a seasonal TBR in a sense. More so, this is just books that I hope I get to read this summer. For me, summer reads are very warm vibes, artsy, potentially lyrical writing, nature settings, and just femininity. That is what I'm going for my hot mentally ill girl summer, and I hope this inspires you to maybe pick up some of these books with me. Without further ado though, let's jump into what I'm planning to read. Alrighty, so first book I'm planning to read sometime this summer is The Collector by John Fowles. I apologize for the glare. I'm gonna put in artsy shots regardless. So The Collector follows our main character, who is actually a sales clerk, and he's a bit of an outsider, bit of a loner. He's an odd fella. He has a hobby of collecting butterflies. One day he notices this art student who goes to a nearby college, and he is utterly obsessed with her, and he starts to like the idea of collecting her the way that he collects these butterflies, aka capturing her and holding her hostage. So that's the book. I can't tell you where it goes from there because I haven't read it yet, but this gives me summery vibes because of the butterfly aspect. To me, it's a summer thriller, but that's just me. What the hell do I know? I'm very excited for this book, and this is one of several videos that I've talked about it in, so I'm hoping within the coming months I get to read this book. Next we have Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen, and I've said it in a past video, I believe, that something about Jane Austen gives me spring and summer vibes. Now I could be completely wrong because I have never read Jane Austen. Something about this specific Jane Austen book draws me in. I have always been most drawn to Northanger Abbey. From what I know, this follows our main character, Catherine, who is described as sweet and innocent, but also a bit delusional. And how can we not love that? I have also heard that this book is a bit of a satire and kind of pokes fun at gothic novel tropes, and I love satire. I love a book that kind of just makes a joke out of everything in life. So I hope that does that for me. Fingers crossed, because I actually have like a whole collection of Jane Austen's works, so I'm hoping I end up liking her writing. I think that I will. I do think that I will. I've heard a lot of good things. But this one has made it to my summer reading list. Next, I have a nonfiction book. It's called Monster She Wrote, and it's essentially about the women who pioneered horror and speculative fiction. I mean, it's nonfiction, so beyond that, I don't have a crazy ton to say, but it basically talks about obviously the women who have pioneered horror and speculative fiction, I presume mystery as well, and you know, it gives a little bit of their backgrounds and kind of directs you towards their best works. And a lot of these writers in here I've never heard of, which is really exciting because I love finding new female authors to read from, especially like underground female authors, and even more especially in like horror creepy type genre, because I love that shit. It has a bunch of cute little pictures and quotes throughout the book. It just looks adorable, and I really want to pick it up this summer. Another book that is giving me those summer vibes are Tom's Midnight Garden. So what I know about this book is, well, one, it's actually a children's book, but I don't give a shit. I think it's cool. It has a lot of cute little pictures in it, and follows obviously our main character Tom, who is supposedly a bit of an angry boy, and he has to go stay with, I believe, his aunt and uncle because his brother caught the measles. He goes on some midnight adventure, and I, for some reason, think he sees ghosts or something. I actually don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't fucking know. I just saw this book and I thought it'd be fun. I actually thought it would be a really cute, light, fun summer read. I'll let you know how it goes. Next we have, again, The Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey Eugenides. And I don't even know how many reading lists or TBRs this has made it on of mine now, and I failed to read it. I'm putting my foot down. This summer, Virgin Suicides is getting read because I know I will love this book. Something about it, maybe it's just the cover, is giving me summer vibes. This book follows the mysterious deaths of the 5 Lisbon sisters who consecutively commit suicide, and the boys in town are trying to figure out why they did so. That's pretty much it. That's the book. You figure out the big mystery, and I don't know, it just, I know I will love it, so I have no damn good excuse to not pick this up. This is getting read this summer, period. Alright, next we have a book from actually one of my favorite authors of all time, which is Breakfast of Champions by Kurt Vonnegut. It's pretty much like a yearly tradition of mine now to read a Kurt Vonnegut book in the summer. I absolutely adore his writing. I think he's fucking hilarious. It's just black humor. It's completely satirical. He pokes fun at life and war and religion. Anything that should be serious, he's just gonna make a joke out of, pretty much. Pretty much, that's him. This specific book I don't know a ton about particularly, but I know it follows the main character, Kilgore Trout, who I believe is like a popular writer. Some random guy from the Midwest starts to take his stories literally, and for some apparent reason that's a problem. I don't know. There's not much to say beyond that. That's just how Kurt Vonnegut's books are. He will take one little idea like that and completely run with it and make a big joke out of everything and make you question life. Sounds like a perfect book for the summer. Next, we have a book I'm really excited about, and that is Such Small Hands by Andres Barba. This book, first of all, beautiful cover. I'll be honest, I did buy this book because it is a La Dispute song title, and then I saw it was a book and I wondered if they were connected. I do not think that they are connected. However, I still don't regret it because the book is pretty, and plus it actually sounds really like something I would love. What I know about this book is essentially it follows this little girl who has been orphaned. Her parents died in a car crash, and the car crash left her with serious injuries. In the orphanage, she's outcasted, and her injuries have made her somewhat of a speculation there. She is an object of people's fascination because she's different. And from what I know, she makes some pretty horrific game with dolls that is quite violent. That's all I know. That's all I know. I know it's a short little novella, and it's, I believe, branded as a horror novella. So I'm excited. I love horror. And this shit sounds really weird. So let's read it this summer. Next book on my summer reading list I would love to tell you about, but I know absolutely nothing about it intentionally. And that is A Delivery of Furies by Victor Canning. And I specifically picked this book up from the thrift store kind of as like a blind date with a book sort of thing, because it had, you know, obviously no dust jacket, there was no little synopsis on here for me to read. It just looked like a very old edition, and I was like, what the hell? That would be fun, just completely going in blind, knowing nothing about this book. And if this is a very popular book and I'm just a big idiot, please don't come for me. Because genuinely, like, something about the title, A Delivery of Furies, sounds familiar, but I might just be thinking of The Sound and the Fury. So I don't know. But regardless, I hope that this book has summer vibes. That would make me happy. But if not, maybe I'll close it and read it another time. I think it'll still be something really fun to do because you're going in completely blind and you don't get that experience with a book often. So I might do a reading vlog of me reading this so we can learn what it's about together. Next is another book which has made it into far too many of my videos, and that is Library of Souls. It is a book in Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children series. In case you don't know, it kind of just follows our main character Jacob. His grandpa dies, and prior to his death, his grandpa would tell him all these outlandish tales and show him all these crazy pictures that he assumed were fake. After his death, he tries to figure out the truth behind these pictures, and he ends up finding the people in these photos, these peculiar children. And it's a big adventure novel. It's a ton of fun, full of lots of pictures that the story is based around. I think it's cool, I think it's dope, I think it's fun. Most importantly, fun. And when it comes to summer reading, that's the sort of thing that I want. After several months of wanting to read this and not putting my foot down, it's getting fucking read this summer. Period. Next, we have another nonfiction book, and that is So You've Been Publicly Shamed by Jon Ronson. It's a deeper look into public shaming, and you know, it answers the questions: 1, why do we do it? 2, what's its effect on people? 3, is there a better option? Is it cool for us to do this? I don't know. Hard for me to formulate a hard opinion on, so I would love to read this book and see if it actually changes my thoughts on anything. We will see. Nextly is our last one, and it's just a little guy. It is The Yellow Wallpaper and Other Stories by Charlotte Perkins Gilman. I actually did read The Yellow Wallpaper in high school. It was like a class curriculum thing. I would love to read it again just because I loved it back then. I think I would love it again now. And I was interested in Charlotte Perkins Gilman's other stories as well, like if they are under the same themes and ideas. This to me is summery because 1, again, we have a short little baby book, and I think her writing is going to be really lyrical, really beautiful, and really something to think about, which is one of those things I do enjoy in the summertime. Now, that's pretty much it, guys. That is my Insane Girl summer TBR. I hope you love it. I hope I'm inspiring you to join me and be insane. Regardless, guys, I appreciate you watching. And again, feel free to like and subscribe. Reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. I'll catch you next time. See you guys.